Hi.
Hi, are you a Trump
I
supporter?
Yes.
Okay. What do you like about Trump?
Why does Trump suck?
I feel like I can go down a laundry list. I
What is
feel like
one
people
what is your most important one? What is the glaring thing that makes him so bad?
can I answer this with a question and if I promise to answer it eventually?
Okay.
What do you know about Trump? Do you know much about his indictments?
Yes.
What do you know about his indictment in DC?
In DC? Uh I mean, I don't know. I don't think I know that one. I know about New York, Florida, Georgia.
Like this is it like so I talk to MAGA all day. No one knows. Somehow this has escaped their reality. But he
Okay.
was indicted for trying to overturn the 2020 election. He installed
Oh.
fake slates of
Oh yeah.
electors.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Not J6. I'm not. I mean, well, it did happen on J6, but I'm not talking about the Capitol. I'm talking about behind the scenes. Are you familiar with like what he did that day?
When they said that he was trying to like force Pence to sign like fraudulently or something, that there was like fake delegates or something.
There were
You
fake.
this is what
There
you're
were fake electors in all the swing states, and they had fake letters of ascertainment that Trump sent. He called the state legislatures, told them to use them. Like these
Okay.
people were not elected; they were just chosen by Kenneth Chesebro and Trump.
Okay. Oh, I'll go with it. What if so okay.
So my
So
biggest
I
my
believe I
biggest
believe I
grievance with
believe
him is
that
that he tried to steal the
oh,
election.
okay. See, and I believe that the election was stolen from him. So I actually picked him and voted for him because he is willing to play dirty just like all the Democrats have for the last 30 years. So he's just playing the game that, Democrats have been playing and no Republican has been able to play, unfortunately. And so I'm not your typical person, right? Like I'm 35. I don't agree with any president that's been in power in my lifetime. I think that Bush was horrible. I think Obama was horrible. I think Clinton was horrible. I've never liked any president and what they've done. But now we have a new party and it's MAGA, and we have you know so any of these rhino Republicans I don't care about. So like now we have like an actual winner, that's going to win and continue to win, and we're going to install more people. We have like fresh, blood coming in for
Can I
our
can I ask you
party.
can I ask you something?
Hmm.
Can you tell me a couple things that Biden did during his presidency?
But, well, like what do you want me to, like,
Like you
what I
sound
don't
you
like
you're
or what
criticizing
I
you're criticizing these past presidents. I'm just trying to see if like you're like how you're judging them. Are you judging them on policy? Do you read policy?
I mean, yeah, like vote for what would make my life better. Yeah.
So like can you name a few things Biden did?
Like what? Is this a pop quiz?
Yeah, so I'm trying to illustrate
Well, like
to
I'm
the
just I'm
crowd, to
I'm
everybody else
talking
that
about
you are
why I
criticizing these
love.
presidential like administrations, but they like I could tell you all sorts of stuff that Biden did, and I don't think
Yeah,
you
we're in
know
war. We're in
anything
war
that he
again.
did.
We're in war again. We were in war with Bush. I mean, we were in war
Did
with
what
Clinton.
did
We were in
Biden
war with Obama.
what did
I
Biden
mean,
do
you guys just want more war? Is that
to
what?
that's an overgeneralization. Like I would ask you what Biden did to be a warmonger.
Do you see what he's doing right now?
What's that?
I mean, his like last ditch efforts to bankrupt our country and send more foreign aid over to Ukraine. It's what it to but we're gonna continue to endlessly facilitate and finance this proxy war that I mean, it's just a joke.
So
I mean,
how
he's
how
leaving
Doll,
in
how
what's a
less than a
proxy war?
month.
it
What's
first
a
of all,
proxy war?
it's I don't want to get into that minutia, but like you think that the Ukraine war is going to bankrupt us, and I think that's silly, and this is
Well, how
why.
much money would you like to print to send over?
I don't know. If you don't like printing money, I got some stuff to show you. But this is our military
Yeah, so
budget.
so what would be a good amount of
So this is our
money?
military budget, and we sent about 40 billion to Ukraine. We spend about 1 trillion a year. You think that bankrupted us?
We don't have any money.
Yeah, why not? Because Trump gave it all away, right? He cut everyone's taxes.
No, what are you talking about? We were making we were drilling, we had gas on reserves. We were paying less.
So Doll,
We had
this
We're
is
higher
drilling.
paying jobs.
So
We had higher paying
we're drilling
jobs.
more than Trump ever did. This is the EIA.gov right here. This is Trump's numbers. He started with 8,000, which is it's like 8 million barrels per day. We're all the way over here at 13.2 million barrels a day. We're drilling way more than Trump. If we stopped last year, we'd still drill more than Trump.
Okay, so why did he end the Keystone pipeline?
That's Canadian owned oil, and that was 8%
Okay,
complete. And indigenous
okay,
people sued
okay.
that permit, and Judge Brian Morris in 2019 stopped the Keystone pipeline. And in 2020, the Supreme Court under Trump, his picks stopped it, further upheld Judge Brian Morris's decision. This was not a Biden thing, and it would not have
okay.
affected gas prices.
Can you put up a
Okay,
map
and
of the
then
Keystone? Because we're talking about the Keystone. We're talking about the Keystone XL, which is just a faster way of moving the XL. The actual Keystone pipeline's been in place for about 20 years. But you mentioned Ukraine because this is solidly my background. Because we talked earlier on a different live doll, but
I know you
there's
think you're
yeah.
so superior than
No,
everyone
I don't
else
think I'm. I
because
don't think
you
I'm so
worked
superior.
worked like where? Like you worked
United
I
States
don't even
Senate
believe
Foreign
that.
Relations Committee. Well, I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. That's fine if you don't believe it. But let me ask you this question. So you said you're 35 now. Do you have kids?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have younger brothers or older brothers?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think that we are living in the most peaceful time in world history?
Oh, this is the most peaceful time?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
So think of it this way. Last century, we had 350 million people who were unalived through political violence, whether it be World War One or World War Two, Korea, Vietnam, First Gulf War, Pol Pot, all the above.
What
How
about
many
all
of
the
Dolph,
okay.
just
Okay,
listen to
okay,
me.
okay.
How many do you think we've lost to political violence in the entire world in the first quarter century of this century? It's about 7. So why is it that all of a sudden we're not unaliving people at a rate that we were the past 100 years? Could it possibly be that we, as a world, developed things like free trade and things like the UN and NATO and diplomacy that we didn't have leading into World War One and World War Two? And it's the reason why we send money overseas that doesn't cost you any American lives. And the difference between our parties is that the Republicans' pathway after we got hit on 9/11 was to go invade Iraq and send 6,000 of our American soldiers to never come home again. We're
And a
sitting in the
20-year war of
That's right.
no
That's right.
purpose.
That's
Yeah.
right. And our policy was to send money and arms and let them fight their own battle. It didn't cost us anything. And do you know how much Russia's arms are gone? They lost 90% of the personnel they had on the day they walked in that war. They've lost 73% of their equipment. And we didn't have to spend a single human life. We got to write a check and took out one of our biggest adversaries. That sounds like a great deal. Can I write 2 of those checks? Can I write a check for China? How about North Korea?
Why
That sounds like a great
why
deal.
write any check?
Because there are bad people in this world, ma'am, who actively seek to undermine us and unalive your kids and unalive your brother. And
No.
sometimes, yeah, there
No.
are. There are.
No.
You
No.
think that North
You
Korea is
want
a
to
nice people?
continue the war machine where all of these corrupt politicians make money and launder it through all of these corrupt countries. It's
You think
it's
that you think again? I
it's
just make sure I understand.
Bidenomics. It's Bidenomics.
So again, I
Bidenomics.
just want to make sure you want to. You want.
I still want to illustrate to you and to the audience, you don't know a single thing Biden has done, do you?
I guess he's done nothing then, right? He's done absolutely
He's passed
nothing. He
more
sat on the
legislation.
beach. He sat on the beach.
He's passed
He
more
sat on the
historical
beach. That's what
legislation than
he's done.
anybody in the like modern history. But you
He
wouldn't know
sat on
that.
the beach.
You
How long
watch
has he
Trump
been in
rallies.
politics? How long has he been in
40 or 50
politics?
years.
Right, and
53 years.
wasn't he racist? Wasn't he the racist?
No,
No. Oh, let's run the clips. Let's run those.
show him.
Yeah, you got the screens. Run them. Did you ever see him?
What do I Google? Biden racism clip?
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll all come up. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, and then I'll show you where Trump was sued by the federal government in 1973 for denying black people housing.
He didn't personally. If anything, it was people that worked for him. Like if there was some complication, but you guys, you reach so far. You reach so. It's like, please,
How about
please,
the
can
video
this
of-
stick? Can this
How about-
stick, please?
How about the video of Trump before the Gaming Commission saying that one particular Native American didn't look "quote unquote" Indian enough? That's on video. Does that count?
Wow, he is so egregiously racist. You know, and
Thank you for admitting
what did your party do, like, in a last ditch effort right before this election? They were trying to compare a rally at Madison Square Garden to what I can't say, right?
The Yahtzee rally?
That's how pathetic. That's how pathetic you guys reach.
I know that probably hurts your feelings.
If the hood fits.
But
No, it's actually insulting to Jewish people that you would use that as a
Are you Jewish?
comparison. I'm not Jewish, but I know
I
so
am.
many
It's not
Jewish
insulting to
people
me.
that left the Democratic Party
I'm Jewish.
because
It's not insulting to me.
okay, great. But I know
I'm not
so
too
many
worried.
people.
I'm not too worried about your opinion if you don't even know the laws we've passed in the last 4 years. You don't know anything. Just don't care.
Moreover, you don't know what you are actually going to hold him accountable for. You can't tell me, and this is from the previous slide as well.
What about when
you
he?
can't tell me a single
What about
policy
on day
that you
one?
think Trump
All
is
of
going
his
to pass.
executive orders, he just
Dull.
got rid of all of those that were.
Dull, you
And I
dull,
bet
you
you know,
won.
I bet you know one of them, don't you? I bet you know one. Can you name one?
Were made in Mexico?
Yeah, that was a humanitarian crisis, and it was against a law called 8 USC 1158. It was against the law.
And the Supreme Court overruled it.
Okay. What was working, he undid, and that's why we had
you
an
don't know.
immigration crisis. And he didn't do anything about it until 4 months before the election. And it was pitiful, a pitiful, attempt at trying to regain some kind of, credibility amongst the American people. And you guys look down on majority of the American people and call them deplorable and you call them dumb. And guess what? We are educated. We have life experience.
You literally you don't know anything that we did to change the law to make people's lives better in the last 4 years.
Because we
Not
don't
one thing.
care. It
You
didn't
just have
the
talking
actions.
points.
We
You just
care
have
about
talking points.
results.
No, you don't.
Results.
You don't care.
Results.
When we elect these people, the result we're looking at is the laws that they write when they get elected. That's the result we're looking at. Instead,
No,
you're
we will
looking
look
at,
about
you're looking at
how-
TV. You're just looking at
how-
you're weighing your
how it
groceries. You're holding a
impacts
bag
our
of
life.
groceries. You're just
No,
holding
we're
a
looking-
thing of eggs, and you're like, this is
We're
Biden.
living it. What impacts our lives is what we care about. You guys ran on an issue, AB. Nobody cares about it. Nobody could give a flying F about it. That's why nobody
I
cared.
disagree with you, actually.
Yeah, nobody cared. Nobody cared. That was your sole issue. You were just pounding
close race.
you were just
You do
pounding
realize
the
it was a close
table.
race, right?
I don't believe
Bill,
that.
you won.
Oh,
Bill,
okay.
you won the election. So what do you think Trump is actually going to do? If you fast forward 3.5 years, what do you expect to actually have happened?
If you,
By policy name.
What? Oh, I don't catastrophize like the world is going to end like you guys do. Like
That's not what I'm
you
asking.
guys
I mean,
sit here and you
Doll,
hypothesize
Doll,
about
do you
what
think that Obamacare
is
going to
happen based on things he's already done as president, and you catastrophize
do you think Obamacare is going to be repealed? Yes or no?
No, he's not, and he said he is not repealing Obamacare.
Actually, he did. So,
No, he said he has
do you,
concepts to reform what is
right.
already existing.
He's
Okay.
had 8
So,
years to have more than concepts. This is so sad. You guys are buying this.
do you think he's going to repeal the
Why,
or
why, why
eliminate
do
the
I care
14th
about
Amendment?
why do I care about that when we have a crisis with illegal immigration?
Do you think
What's
he's going to repeal the 14th
I want
Amendment?
him to take care of the problems that really impact our country first.
I
That's what I
agree.
care about.
I agree that you care about that, but I promise you, you have no idea. Like, what's the end game? What's going to happen when all of these people are deported? What's going to be good for you? What's the end game?
Okay, what's the end game for you? How many people would you like to come in every year? What would be
No,
a good
I'm
amount?
asking. I'm literally genuinely like, what's good? Are you going to finally feel relief when all
Yeah,
these
we
people are
don't have to
gone?
pay, we don't have to fund people's lifestyles, right?
We
We don't
don't
have
do
to
that. They
pay
fund
for their
ours.
housing, their food. They don't have
They
to go to
add to
hearings and
ours.
complain about the free food that they're getting, that their kids are not
So, are you
eating, and
saying
that they want a different form of
undocumented
free
migrants?
resources
Are
provided
you
to
talking about
them.
undocumented
So they,
migrants?
no, I'm talking about blue aliens. What do you, yes,
How do
I'm talking
undocumented
about
migrants?
illegal migrants.
How do they get like benefits if they don't have like social security numbers?
What are you talking about? They're secretly flown in at 3 o'clock in the morning and dumped in all different locations, and they put them in hotels,
Bless your heart.
and no one's allowed to walk in the hotels.
Got it.
They don't
So,
allow videotapes. That's why James O'Keefe, an actual, um,
God, she's a true
real
believer.
reporter, he actually goes in and he's on the front lines investigating this stuff while you guys Google and read AI overviews.
Who writes the check for the hotel? Does it the feds or the state or your local? Do you know?
Why don't you ask Mayorkas? He took a lot of
I'm
FEMA
asking
money.
you. You're in
Why
front of
don't you
me. I'm
ask?
asking
He
you.
doesn't answer a question
I'm
in any
asking you.
hearing.
I'm
He
asking you.
he sits there and says
I'm asking you.
nothing, nothing, nothing.
Doll, I'm asking you.
We're the American people. We need answers.
Doll, I'm asking
We
you.
need answers.
Doll, do you
Where's
know
our
the
money going?
so
Where's
the
all
answer
this
is
FEMA relief going? Is it going to North
Doll,
Carolina?
it really just comes down to the fact you just don't know. And that's the sad part.
You don't know.
I asked you, and you have an opportunity in front of 850 people to tell me and prove me where I'm wrong. How is the money funded? The floor is yours.
Our taxpayer money pays for all of.
Federal, state, or local?
I don't.
I know
all
you
of them.
don't.
All of them. All of them.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Federal law prohibits that. It is your state and local. So when you want to give over to states' rights, it is your state and local that is funding it. It has nothing to do with Congress. Has nothing to do with Biden. It has everything to do with your governor, your state legislatures, your county commissioners, and city council.
Right. So
So why are you
undocumented
blaming
people.
Biden?
what I'm saying is my tax money is going to pay for all of these illegal immigrants' lives. Their
So
food,
I want to
their
correct you on this.
housing,
I want
all
to
of it.
correct you on this. There is exactly 0 illegal or undocumented people getting free stuff when they show up. They have to be approved for an asylum claim. And the people that you're talking about that are being flown in, those are people
Okay,
coming in.
call
Hold
them
on.
asylum
Hold on.
seekers.
They're
Don't
coming
call
in.
them illegal immigrants. Call
Okay,
them asylum seekers.
that's what they are.
I don't want to
Yes.
pay for asylum seekers.
Okay, but they pay for themselves.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They get a working permit in 160 days or 180 days, and they've paid 97 billion with a B. They paid 97 billion dollars in taxes last year.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
All right. Well, I'm going to show it to
Lies.
you right now. I'm going to show it
Such
to
lies.
you. 97 billion paid undocumented.
Wait, why don't you run the racist Biden clips?
I don't know because you're.
He'll do that. I'm sure he'll do that. Right? Yeah, she's totally coordinated. Doll, how much money do you make if you don't mind me asking? What do you do for a living?
I don't have to work. I'm set.
What do you mean you're set? What does that mean?
I worked really hard for about 10 years and I'm all set. My husband he still works, he makes money, I don't have to work.
So
Okay.
you work off of his, or you live off his. So in other words, you don't pay taxes.
No,
so you're
no,
not paying for
I'm
these
married,
people.
sweetheart. I don't know how I'm
Right,
married.
but you're not paying taxes. You're not paying for these people though, because you said you don't want to pay for these people,
I'm
but you
married.
don't pay taxes.
I'm
But you don't pay
married.
taxes.
I pay my taxes.
No, you don't. You don't make an income. You don't pay taxes.
Yeah, I have my own money.
No, you said you don't make an income. So you don't pay taxes. So you're not paying for these people. So what are you complaining about?
So my husband doesn't pay taxes.
Oh, your husband does, but you said you don't want to pay for something. So
Yeah,
you
my
aren't paying
husband
for something.
doesn't. My husband and me, as married couple, don't want to take our money, our tax money, and spend it on that. That's right. Do you know what marriage is? Do you know what
I
that
do.
is?
I do.
Oh, okay. Do you know that husbands and wives that's their money together?
That's sure, but you
Yeah.
said
So
you
shut
don't want to pay for it.
the
Hey,
f
can
up.
you read the screen?
Hold on one sec. Okay. Let me. I don't. It's. I can't read it because there's like this thing over it. There we go. Studies. Maryland matters. Don't trust it.
Here's the Institute of Tax and Economic Policy. This is, if you don't believe this, you don't read news.
Okay, how much do we spend on their resources, healthcare, all of
Like,
that?
you've never done this before. You've never looked. You've never
No,
looked. You've never looked. You just
it's
assumed,
there's
right?
no payoff in
You
it.
just
We
yes, there
spend
is.
more on the resources than
Okay.
what they contribute into the economy.
All right. Now here we're going to learn today. We're going to learn something else. This is from the Congressional Budget Office. This is our government telling us the effects of the immigration surge on our economy and the federal budget. And this right here tells me everything I need to know. They're going to add $8.9 trillion to our GDP over the next 10 years. That's a lot of money.
I don't believe that. That's like
Oh,
a whole
okay.
that's like a whole hypothesized theory that some idiot came up with, and I'm supposed to trust that?
Got
No.
it.
I've
Got it.
seen it with my own eyes. I've seen what I needed to
My
see,
bad.
and
My
that's all
bad.
I need to know.
Hey, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you believe things that you read on
You
the
got it.
internet and what
I believe
people come
you.
up with.
I believe you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You don't actually go out in the world and like get like firsthand
You're
actual like
right. I'm
knowledge. You just
stupid.
read things.
I know. That's
You don't
dumb.
actually
Guys,
see what's happening in the
stop.
Where do you get where do you
country.
Chat,
get
don't
where do you
read.
get your information?
Where do I get my information? I live in Arizona. I see all this stuff happening around me.
How
What
would you be
about
able to
all
know?
why don't you have any humanitarian, like effort towards like the Americans sleeping on the streets every night,
How would you know if we're
suffering
not
from
doing that?
drug
How
addiction?
would you know if we're not doing that if you don't even know what laws we're passing?
Exactly.
No, you want all you care about is how
We
many
do
people
that,
from
by
every
the
other
way.
country can come into our country, as many and as fast as possible.
Have you
You don't care about fixing our country first.
This
Why
is
wouldn't
fixing our
we?
That's a
country.
fascinating. Yeah.
It's helping us.
No, sweetheart.
Do you know what population decline is?
Yeah, there's not really a population
Oh
decline
my god.
because people are still having
There is, according to
kids.
Trump.
It's
Trump
just
specifically
not
said there
as
was.
it's just not at the
So
the
by
rate.
2080
That's
we're
literally
going to
what
hit
population decline is.
by 2080 we're going to hit 370 million people. By 2100 we're going to hit 366 mil. We're going to dip. Population is going to decline.
And Trump even said that. So you're kind of straying away from even him now.
Yeah, but that's because people can't afford, kids. They've
So
tried
they
to
are declining
bankrupt.
now? So we are
They
declining
tried
now?
to. Well, no, I'll say that. Yeah, there's definitely been a decline. I mean, it's
So
not like we're unpopulating this
yes,
country.
we are. That's what that means.
Nowhere.
That's literally
No,
what that word
it's
means.
people have made a conscious effort to um not have as many kids as they used to because
That's literally what
the
population
the
decline means.
Okay, no matter why
can
it's
I finish
happening, it's
talking?
happening. I don't care
So,
why it's happening. It's happening, right?
well, so why do you think that a bunch of broke people with nothing is going to fix that?
We've done studies that show
Yeah,
that poverty does not have any correlation with population. But furthermore, a bunch of broke
right.
people come in here working is actually projected to bring us $8.9 trillion, like I just showed
Yeah, in
you.
your opinion, you have no
In
idea.
our economists' opinions,
Yeah,
yes.
right. Yeah, sure. Great.
because I believe in math. I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
that radical.
Sure.
Well, why
Um,
do why don't
You
you think
believe
why do you think
anything
people are broke?
you want to believe. Like
you're
whatever
right. I
is
should go around.
published.
I should go touch the grass for my opinion or something. Is that what you're saying?
No, go actually see what's going on.
Where do I do
Go
that? Do
go
I go to the
actually see
mall
what's going
or
on.
where do I go?
You're
Where
implying
do
that
you
we don't.
live? Where do you live?
I live
Where
in
do you live?
Dallas.
Okay. So perfect. Go down to the border. See what's going on.
How do you know he
Okay.
hasn't?
Okay. And then what? When I go there and I have a friend, Tic Tac, he just went to bed, but he lives on the border. He can just show me a camera right there of the border.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on. No one's coming.
You're cool. You're cool with all these children being abused.
We're changing the subject like every
What?
5 seconds. Can we
Yeah,
stick in the
no,
podcast?
this
Trump,
is what what we care about.
Trump.
This
But
is what
Dole,
Is
you
not what
said
you
we're
care
supposed to
about.
go down to the. You
It's
said we're
not
supposed
what
to go
you
down
care
to the.
about.
this
Trump did a
illegal
child separation
immigration has
policy.
emboldened
But Dole, you
cartels.
said you're supposed to go outside and see what's going on. So if I go
Yeah,
down to the
go to
border
the
and I
border.
see what's going on, how am I going to see what's going on with kids? Am I going to see a kid down there? Am I supposed to go up
Yeah,
to somebody and ask them about
I
kids?
called
What?
I
How am I
called
supposed to understand what's
yeah,
going on?
I saw very suspicious behavior going on in a particular house,
Uh huh.
and I called the authorities, and US Marshals stormed the house, and they were actually doing something I don't know if I can say on here, but it's pertains to
Okay.
the movie The Sound of Freedom.
No, we get it.
And
So
and so
so your experience is what I would find down at the
all these
border.
cartels have gotten very rich with your administration's open border
Got it.
You
policies.
don't
Got
even
it.
know. You get
So all this illegal
that is
immigration has actually
literally
perpetuated
just
abuse
yapping. You're just
towards
yapping.
women,
You're just
to
yapping.
murdering women.
You can't
No,
say
they're
that word
not.
on
No,
here.
this is actually what's happening. You
It's
don't
not
know
happening.
though,
It's not a
because you're
trend.
not.
It's not a trend. It's not.
Yes, it
You know,
is.
like no,
So
it's
Dole,
not. No, it's not.
Children are getting
how many people have been murdered in the last year? Tell me.
children are getting dropped off at strip clubs.
Answer my question.
As
How many
and there's
people?
that's
How
their
many people were murdered
sponsor.
last year? Tell me.
So why do you
Guess.
guys pop quiz people? Like, why don't you just make your
It's dumb,
point?
because you're saying it's a problem. 29 people were murdered last year by undocumented migrants. It's the smallest.
You know how to
murder
make that
statistic.
zero? You know how to make that
How
zero?
the fuck are we gonna make that zero?
Don't let them
Yeah.
in. Vet these people.
That's
So
Vet
hold on.
them.
We vet people.
So-
We already do that.
No, you don't.
We
No,
already
So
do
Dole, I
that's
want to
not
make
that.
sure you
happening.
I want to make sure you
No,
understand.
that's not
So you're telling
happening.
me now your guy won. So he takes office on January 20th. So if we come back in a year and there has been a single person unalived by an undocumented worker under Trump's administration, you will hold him equally accountable. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Okay. her
Yeah,
name's
I don't.
Molly
I
Equally.
don't.
Tibbetts.
Molly Tibbetts.
I don't follow a cult like the Democrats.
Okay.
I
Okay,
don't
So
just.
Dole.
Molly,
So,
you
so
know
Dole,
Molly
how many
Tibbetts?
exactly?
Molly
Yeah.
Tibbetts?
So that was during a border crisis that our
Out of
president
control.
tried to
But
fix.
you
Well,
just told me that if it happens under his watch, you will hold him equally accountable.
yeah. So what
Molly
did he
Tippett's
do?
family
He
needs to.
fixed
So
the
where?
border.
He didn't pass
He
any
was
bills.
fixing.
He passed 0 bills
He
for the border. Actually,
he he.
Didn't
Yeah.
fix
So he
anything.
did executive orders because your Democrats wouldn't work with him to
Actually,
build a
his own
wall.
people wouldn't work
Or
with
his
him.
Republicans, his own
His
Republicans won't vote for him.
Sorry,
They wouldn't help him build the wall.
because
And
it's dumb.
so, okay, why is it dumb?
It's
Is a
unbelievably
security
expensive.
system is a
It
security
literally,
system on your
Doll,
house dumb?
it literally falls down. He put it in
Oh,
places where it doesn't actually hold up.
okay.
He was supposed to be unclimbable. Literally, people were bringing ladders. The majority of people who come here illegally come here by planes. Like
Okay,
literally
so
fly to
oh,
like
I saw it.
Houston
I was in
and
San Diego. I
Chicago.
was in San Diego and
Uh-huh.
boats freaking
No,
came
you're not
up
understanding
onto the
what
beach
you're not understanding what we're
and
saying.
then they jumped out of the boats and they
You're
scattered
not
into
understanding what we're
different
saying.
cars and drove off.
60% of undocumented people here in the United States are people overstayed from visas, meaning they flew here legally, not through like some 007 boat. They flew here, and they're just here. They're just
Oh yeah,
normal people. You would never
they're
know.
not yeah, they're not just like marching through like rivers in Texas and
Yeah,
you know
Both things
like
can be true at the same time, Doll. We're
yeah,
not saying that we're not saying it doesn't
there
exist.
wasn't all these
We're saying the
thousands
majority
of
of people get here a different way. So, what I'm asking you a very simple question. Your guy won. In a month from now, your guy will be the president of the United States. So what you're telling me is that if we come back from here a year from now and there has been a single person unalived because of of what you call an illegal immigrant, then you'd be sitting here saying, I'm ripping up my Trump card. He's a traitor to our cause. He doesn't care about the border. You're going to give him all the same vitriol that you give Biden.
Yes. And if all of
You
this,
are full of shit.
and if like you get richer and you have safety in your community and everything goes right, are you going to vote for Trump?
Sure.
Well,
No, you won't, because you're
well,
indoctrinated. You believe in
Doll,
an ideology and you're a
again, so
cult.
I can't run. He can't run again, so I can't vote for him again.
A MAGA. It's gonna happen. Ron DeSantis. It's all. We got them lined up for every term, every election. Now we got them all lined up. We got fresh blood. Democrats, nothing. Absolutely nothing to win. Nothing to win.
So again, 89% of Congress.
Who's your Democrat? Who's your shining star?
You asked me the same question before. Hakeem
Yeah,
Jeffries.
I want to know who's this
Hakeem
guy.
Jeffries.
Who's the
Hakeem
shining
Jeffries.
star?
Love him.
Pete Buttigieg, Hakeem Jeffries.
Nope.
That's
Nothing.
Yeah, that's
Zip.
yeah.
Zilch. Nothing.
According to
named
you,
people. What do you mean nothing?
They have nothing. They have nothing.
According to you.
Nobody likes them. There's nothing around them. There's
I
nothing.
like him.
There's
How
no
do you like him?
buzz. There's no buzz. No.
Joel, look at
Hakeem Jeffries.
Look in the comments, Joel. Do you think that you're an anomaly, or do you think you're off here?
Like,
we won the
people,
election, bro.
You need people.
We won the election,
okay.
bruh.
You guys have people like running on things like trans people in bathrooms. We run on real issues like the economy, like actual like policies for the economy, not this weird tariff mumbo jumbo, not like already fucking up national relations.
You have nobody with charisma or anything.
Okay.
I don't know what that.
Well, like I said,
how are you debating politics by asking us?
That is
who
politics.
Our champion is?
Yeah, that is politics. That
Okay.
is what politics is, baby.
You don't know a single thing Biden did in his administration. You think you know politics? You don't know a single thing. You don't know.
I do
Trump
actually.
Did you? You don't know.
We've been asking you all night, and you have not been able to give one example.
Of what?
You just watched the soap opera on TV. You don't know politics.
No, I do know politics. That's why Bill Clinton.
Who's the third person in line to succession to the presidency?
Bill Clinton was your best, bet for
Doll, who is the third in line to the presidency?
No idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, and so what's your point? Do you want to make one, or is this like pop quiz again?
Well, my point is, for somebody who sits there and says, I know about politics, I know about our government, you haven't been able to answer a single thing. You don't know any of this stuff. I mean, you don't know the Speaker of the House is third in line to the presidency.
Yeah, I don't need to answer any of your pop quizzes. I just say I don't know to anything that you want to just like, it's so immature. It's like, why don't you just talk like a normal human being and make your point?
I want to tell you some of the things Biden did that was America first. And then after I'm done, I want you to tell me the things Trump did that was America first, okay? So Biden did an infrastructure bill. It created 56,000 projects so far. It's the biggest one since Eisenhower's highway system, created tons of jobs, tons. He also did the PACT Act, an enormous healthcare act for veterans. And it was 1.2 million people have applied for it so far. It was to give them healthcare from being exposed to toxic burn pits and things like that overseas while serving. He also did a thing called the CHIPS and Science Act. And it created tons of manufacturing jobs, manufacturing microchips, like cool shit, not like plastic straws and shoes. And then he did a thing called the Inflation Reduction Act. And this also
didn't
invested
work.
a ton in the IRS. And for every $1 we invest in the IRS, we get $5 to $9 back. It created a 15% minimum corporate tax for people making 400K plus. And these are all things that resulted in creating jobs and spurring movement in the economy. So now it's your turn. Tell me a thing Trump did that was good for the economy.
Higher wages.
No, a thing he did, not like a stat.
Just what? Not like a what?
Like, tell me a thing.
A piece of legislation.
Like a piece of legislation, an action he took. What did he do?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I liked that he did.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. So, Dal, do you trust big banks? Do you think that like Goldman Sachs and Wall Street big hedge funds? Do you think that they're people we can trust?
No, I don't trust anybody.
That part I figured out, but I'm saying, do you think that we should just give them less oversight? We should just like let them run roughshod with the economy. Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, I don't think we should bail them out or anything. I think there needs to be some level of regulations on all different things. But to, the point of like, crippling our economy with some of these like
I'm
BS.
not giving you hyperbolic. I'm saying just the same regulations to prevent the housing crisis that we had 15 years ago. Would you think that that would be a smart thing to do or a bad thing to do?
You want us to give me an example. Like, what are you saying?
So the housing
We have
crisis was
to.
created. The housing crisis was created because we had something called derivatives. I'm not going to get into some wonky thing with you, but basically, the banks took thousands and thousands of mortgage and bundled them together and created an insurance policy on them, so that if a certain percentage of those mortgages failed, the insurance would have to pay out. Well, because no one was looking at what kind of quality of the loans were inside that thousand, instead of
Yeah,
being right, then that's how it collapsed. So no one was regulating it. So we created
yeah.
regulations to monitor it. You think that that's a good idea, right?
Um,
So we don't create more bubbles, so we
no,
don't have
I
more
mean, I
collapses.
think, I think you should just like let companies like burn themselves into the ground if they do something like that.
It's
Well,
not
they can
just the
still burn into
company,
the
the
ground, but the
economy.
problem is they'll burn you into the ground too. They'll
Yeah.
burn your retirement, they'll burn your pensions, as we saw as a result. And you notice that only one person in that entire thing went to jail. It wasn't because we didn't prosecute them, it's because nothing they did was illegal. Then we made laws to make it illegal. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
that that was a good thing or a bad thing? And this is before Biden, before Trump. This has nothing to do with either one
Sure,
of them.
sure.
Okay. Did you read the news today that showed that Trump is proposing doing away with basically all banking regulation and getting rid of the FDIC? Do you know what the FDIC does?
Oh yeah, that no, I'm sorry. I agree with that because I think we should get rid of the Federal Reserve. I think we should go
This
to
isn't the Federal Reserve,
crypto. I think
ma'am.
we
This
should go
isn't
to crypto.
for the
Um,
dollar.
yeah, I think we should
We
transfer
just
over
get
to crypto.
we just get rid of the U.S. dollar.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay. Do you know what the FDIC does?
What?
Well, I'm just asking if you know what it does. You ever seen the little emblem when you go
No,
in
I
your
don't.
bank?
I don't.
The FTC was created after the fall of 29 that basically guarantees every single depositor of a bank. So when you go into a bank, deposit your check from your bank account or more than likely your husband's paycheck, everything up to $100,000 is get insured. So if the bank fails, the federal government steps in and gives you your money back. That saved hundreds of thousands of people after the collapse in the housing crisis, so that they knew their deposits were insured. And he's suggesting doing away with the FDIC. And now you're saying you support that. So let me
Sure.
fast forward. So when the bubble bursts on Bitcoin, because we've moved to that, and there's no one insuring your paycheck, and you go down to get your money out,
Yeah,
which is no longer
it's
there,
that's gonna
now what?
happen. That's gonna happen.
That's going to happen.
Yep.
Don't you
So
want the
you want
FDIC to be there when that happens?
No, I think like, like how it happens in all the other countries where no one believes it will happen here. I think that yeah, you're like all the money you have is going to be basically worthless.
Well, why do you want that?
I don't want that, but I that's what's going to happen.
do you think that deregulating the industry that is more likely to create that scenario is a good thing? Like I would think that if somebody says I don't want this to happen, like if I don't want my neighbor's house to catch on fire, but I think it's likely to catch on fire because I'm looking around at other houses and they've caught on fire, I wouldn't defund the fire department.
Well, like our we don't have like like a gold backing to any of our currency. There's no value.
There's no
We just print
reason.
money. We
Yes,
just print money
yes,
endlessly.
yes. Everybody does. Yes.
Yeah, it's like so
We
it's all
can't
gonna
go back to the
reset.
gold
It's
standard.
all gonna reset.
That's okay.
Where,
You want to be part of that? Okay, go ahead. I would
does your
rather like
husband own a
keep
bunker?
going, living. I like being on the internet. I like being able to buy stuff. I like
Oh,
having a
you'll have your
functioning
internet. You'll have
society.
AI. You'll have AI. Like there
No,
won't
you
be
won't. You
like
won't have
like
electricity.
jobs like that are here right now won't exist
No, you won't have
anymore.
electricity.
What?
If the American dollar crashes, You won't have electricity.
Oh no, we know how there people know how to make free electricity, and you guys don't even know anything about it. It's all gonna change. It's all gonna change.
I think we tapped a vein.
All gonna change.
I feel just like curiosity, do you believe the United States is a corporation?
Absolutely.
I got this now. Do you have a driver's license?
Yes.
Do you believe that when you're driving, you're not really driving, you're committing commerce?
I feel like I'm in a matrix and it's all like holographs in front of me.
Uh-huh. So we have a sovereign citizen in front of us, folks. That's where we're at. That's what it is. So I highly suggest switching to a sativa. That would be my first suggestion.
No, dude, I've been
Especially,
sober 12 years. I've been sober 12
no,
years.
that's what you say, but
No, I'm serious. You just don't know like how people think outside the box because you guys just
there is no
rely
box. The
you
Matrix.
just rely on
It's not. There is no box, man.
second-hand information. You don't
No, I rely on
actually.
first-hand information.
No, you don't you
You
literally.
rely on a guy
Do you think we
who.
went to the moon?
Oh dear Lord.
Do you think we went to the
Oh,
moon?
yes.
Do you think there is a moon? Because the firmament won't allow you to get through it.
Yeah, do you think we went to the moon?
Yes.
Do you?
Well, the Earth's flat, so it
No, do
depends
you
on
believe
which.
we went to the moon?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay.
Do you know how I
Cool.
know? Do you know how I know?
Why?
Because I've actually been to the telescope that allows me to look through it on a nice crystal clear day at night and see the tracks of the vehicle that's up there and see the flag. I've seen it for myself. So unless we went back afterward and put all that shit on there,
Are you
you can see it
playing
for
with me? Are you
you can see
playing?
it, you can see it for yourself too. If you go to Hawaii, you can see it. That's up to you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna check that out.
No, you won't, but that's okay.
You see the American flag waving on the moon?
It doesn't wave. There's no wind up there, and it's actually not.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not
What
even
do
red,
you
white, and blue
see?
anymore.
Explain it. Explain it.
You can see it in the shadow. It's no longer red, white, and blue because of the radiation from the sun. It's just white now.
Oh,
But you can see the tracks from the vehicle that was up there.
cool. I'm gonna check that out.
No, you won't, but that's okay.
Oh God. No, seriously, to all the people, I've been sober 12 years. It's
This is what you
it's
get with this is what you get with
this is
sober, huh?
me. This is me all day long. Yep.
Wow.
All right. Well, Doll, it was a pleasure, and you're welcome to come back anytime. We've had you up for like 45 minutes. So,
Thank you.
all right. You have a good night.
You too.
I did the same side. Pickles, it is actually very cool. If you get to either go to Atacama or Hawaii, you can actually see it. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's very cool. In fact, the astronomer who was there that day, he's actually said that it's their belief that the footsteps and those tracks will be the long outside unless we go someplace else in space will be the longest lasting evidence of humanity ever. Everything else we built will crumble and turn to dust, but those footprints will still be there,
Yeah, I
millions
saw
upon
that.
millions of years later.
I saw that.
Super cool,
There's
man.
no erosion. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Trolling?
Yeah, I
Oh
went
boy.
on mute while he was talking.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
No, third party. I voted for Chase Oliver.
For who?
Chase Oliver,
I don't even know who that is.
Libertarian Party.
Okay.
That's that's why I come in here and talk about it, because people just don't know that the other parties exist.
I guess the first question I have is the policies that we've seen come out, not every one of them, but a good chunk of them, I would describe as pretty libertarian. Do you disagree?
When you say policies, are you talking about Trump's policies or
Yes,
Biden's?
Trump's policies. There's no
I
one who
don't
would ever
know if I
describe
agree
Biden's
with
policies
that.
as libertarian.
I don't know if I agree with that because he, I don't know. I
Do you
haven't
think
really
that?
seen a lot of his policies, but the border stuff is definitely not
Don't
libertarian.
don't don't open borders. Aren't libertarians about open borders?
No, it's well, some of them, yes, but Chase Oliver was more interested in making it easier for people to come over legally and making the process easier.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which that's not a bad thing, but as long as people are coming over that aren't trying to hurt people, then fine. If they're coming over to work and pay taxes like everyone else, that's
Yeah. For sure.
I don't like both sides because they're kind of two sides of the same coin. They're getting donations from the same people, same corporations.
Yeah.
Uh,
They do completely different things though.
well,
So,
I
Trillman,
think they're
what percentage of the federal government, if you have a magic wand, would you eliminate right now?
most of it.
Give me a percentage.
I'd say probably 98% of it.
So that means no Defense Department, no Social Security, no Medicare, no Medicaid, every discretionary spending that we have. So no Health and Human Services, no Veterans
Well,
Affairs.
when it comes to military spending, we spend way too much money on that. And a lot of that money could be allocated towards actually taking care of people in our country.
Well,
That-
if we're still spending it, that's not eliminating it down to 98%. If I just allocate it from point A to point B, I haven't got rid of it. So you want to get rid of
Well, it
it.
would be using it for much better.
So you want
You're a
government, you just
liberal.
want to spend it on your own thing.
Libertarians don't spend money on their own people.
Well, they would definitely use funding to help people in our country more than
Okay,
military spending,
let's
especially
pretend
that's
like we want to feed kids school lunches. Would libertarians vote for that?
I would have to look into what the policies are for that what Chase Oliver was running on. I don't know if he
What
had
about
anything
you?
in his
What about you?
I think it should be paid for. We pay more than enough in taxes that that could be done.
I agree. I agree. Like, but that's not libertarians like small government. So like every time something comes up for a vote where it's like, hey, we want to spend money on people, that's like the like you saw someone. There's someone in chat right now that's calling me a communist or socialist or even thinking about this kind of stuff.
Well, it sounds more of a Republican issue, not a libertarian issue. The
Like
way I've always
libertarians
seen,
mean like nothing, right? It's like don't do anything,
well, it's
right?
small government, but it's also using the money that we do spend on taxes for our own people.
That's a liberal. That's a that's a liberal. Like social safety nets, social programs. Those are liberal things.
Well, I don't know about that. I think it's just a human thing.
I
Right. That's what
agree.
liberals believe in.
That's why
I mean,
liberals do.
it's quite possible that you didn't realize that you were a liberal in this whole time.
Well,
You're welcome to the club. We made some T-shirts. We
Like
meet on Tuesdays.
Trump would
so
never fund
libertarian,
a
the way I
program
look
for
at it
like poor
is,
people. Like Republicans, libertarian, they would never fund a program for poor. Like this, the problem already just starts with the funding. Like they don't. That's not a thing.
right, but the issue I think is we're spending too much money in places it doesn't need to be going to. And if we spent that money towards our own people, then it wouldn't be such an issue.
But you want to get rid of 98% of the government. That's not reallocating money to different places, which we can have that conversation. That's saying 98 cents of every dollar gets go back to people. Government goes down to
You
two
said that
shacks.
you uh, your question. You said how much of the federal government I would eliminate, right?
Yeah, and you
So you're
said
not talking
98%.
right.
Right.
So you're talking about
What 2% would say? Like
what
what
you're
do you?
asking then is how much as far as like taxes and stuff that we spend. You're not talking about the agencies, the
Well, the agencies cost money, sir. I mean, they don't just show up for free.
right. We
So,
don't need
to
the
Pickle's
ATF.
point,
We don't need
what's the
any of
2%
those.
that stays?
I think you're missing what I'm trying to say here, but
In your eyes, though, like what's the most? What are the only like necessary parts of government in your eyes?
well, like I said, I think taking care of people in our own country is necessary.
That
I don't
you're
think things
talking
like
like
the AT.
that's that. All right. I mean, I guess
So,
that's
let me this. should the government find a home for every veteran?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Should the government provide health care for every citizen?
We could easily do that with the amount of money we spend on military.
You're not a
Trolling, I hate to tell
libertarian.
you this. You are a Democrat. I hate to tell you that. I know you're not gonna like the word, but you're a solid
I
D,
don't think
man.
I'm a
Welcome to the party.
well.
We meet on
Well, the problem
Tuesdays.
with that is not the problem with that is I'm not anti Second Amendment, and Democrats very much so
I'm
are.
not anti Second Amendment. I'm not gonna say the name, but I have a SIG 9mm. I got a Moss. I got a Tara. I mean,
Well, the
I can.
problem.
Okay, I'm not
I've
not
I've
anti
got
two
two
A.
in arms reach right now as well.
Yeah,
Well, Harris
welcome.
wanted
Well,
to
no, she didn't.
implement mandatory gun buybacks, so
It wasn't mandate. It was voluntary.
well, she said on multiple occasions she wanted mandatory gun buybacks.
I've never
Well,
found
trolling.
a.
Even
And
let's
actually,
say
I
that.
actually have a video posted of her saying it multiple times on my page.
Oh,
Trolling. Let me
nice.
ask you this question: do you think the government does anything well?
Very little.
Very little. So, like, would you agree that if we gave government some really hard task, that the outcome would not be very spectacular to the overall goal?
Is it really ever?
Okay, so even if the federal government created the U.S. Department of Pew Pew confiscation, the ultimate result would be it'd spend $80 billion, employ 2,000 people, and it'd confiscate six pew pews, three of which would be from the Civil War. So what are you complaining about?
The idea of voting for someone that would implement a mandatory gun buyback is a bad idea.
Can the president unilaterally implement that?
What about the guy who said he
Well,
takes the guns first? He would like to
oh,
take the guns
I
first,
don't like Trump either.
and
Trump is
then
an awful, terrible choice just as much as Harris was.
oof. I don't know. I feel like
Well,
you're homeless politically because you like guns so much, or you're just so scared of people taking your guns.
hmm
It's that's not the only issue. I'm not a one issue voter, but that is an issue.
who, Democrats are the biggest gun sellers in the world. When Obama came in, he sold. If Barack Obama was a salesperson connected with the
That's
NRA, they'd
happening
retire
because
his
he
jersey up in the
created fear
rafters.
that guns were going to be taken.
Right. I wonder why that happens. I wonder if it's almost like they only ramp people like you up to scare you into believing that Democrats are going to come and take your guns so that you vote for Republicans. I almost wonder if that's the cause. Could it possibly be that's not the reality? And even if she wanted to sit on her bully pulpit every single day for the next 4 or 8 years that she was president and say, we're going to do this, we're going to take away your Second Amendment rights, you still need to pass it through Congress. Good luck on that. Good luck getting 60 senators. That's not going to happen. You need to repeal the Second Amendment or change it, which requires two-thirds of the legislature. Good luck on that. So there's like all these steps that have to go along the way. And instead, you're sacrificing things like universal health care and housing our veterans, which you say you are important to you, so that you can keep your sick next to you in all your little safety net. It's just a little bizarre.
Well, that's part of what being a libertarian is. You take the good things and put them together.
Bro, I've got some bad news. You're not libertarian. You're not even close. You're maybe independent.
Well, that might be the case, but the way I look at it, Chase Oliver was a better option than the two parties running. So
I guess.
you should look at his website and look at some of his policies.
Did he advocate for universal health care?
I didn't look and see what his healthcare policy was.
How about housing veterans?
Are you pulling up his website? Because I don't know if I can pull it up with one device here. I don't want to back out and
This
I
guy
will say
arrested.
that's the first politician I've seen. He doesn't wear a power tie, so I'm cool with that. Oof. He just went down and he just went down in my. That is a horrible tagline.
Oh, this guy's not even libertarian.
Do the Libertarians know that he ran under the Libertarian ticket? You guys
Yeah,
held a convention, didn't you?
yeah.
I'm generally fascinated at this point.
Huh. I will close regulatory loopholes. That's already not yeah. End all tariffs. I guess that's libertarian. Strongly urge Congress to work each state to pass a balanced budget amendment to the Constitution. Sure. Spending special
Horrible
taxes,
idea.
tariffs, favored industries. Yeah. In addition to ending special protections for tariffs, such as tariffs favored industries, that's kind of libertarian, I guess. Yeah. I mean, some of this stuff sounds good, but these are all just like
He would have been a good choice. I know he never would have won, but
these are just hot button topics that are almost a given for some of this stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I really like that Kamala actually had like an economic policy, like an actual one written down.
I thought her small business and homebuyer tax credit was amazing, and it's mirrored off of what we did in 09 and 08. It's a proven track record of working. I owe everything I have in my life economically to that first homebuyer tax credit. I bought a duplex
I'd
with my
actually be
partner.
worried about her economic stuff though, because of who her corporate donors were in that sense. Because she was getting donations from people like Goldman Sachs, and they were
Have you
partially
met?
responsible.
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
You're not a Trumper. I'm used to debating. Like, Trump is a real estate mogul himself. But
Well, I understand that. What I'm saying is that she got donations from companies that were partially responsible for the '08 collapse. So,
yeah, but it doesn't mean she's like taking those bad ideas and doing it. Like, Trump literally actually reversed some of the Dodd-Frank Act, which was the thing that fixed the economy in a way.
And now is looking to gut the regulators. He cut the bench of the fire department, and now he's firing the firefighters. And I guarantee when things light up, he's going to say, it's not my fault.
I guess I'd be worried that she would be making decisions based off of who her donors were.
Look at what Trump's doing. He's hiring. I don't know. Anyway, I need to get to a Trump debate. I can't clap back like I usually do. So I'll.
Sure.
I appreciate you coming up though, and change your name. Change your name. I don't know. Almost a lib. Almost a lib.
Sure.
Okay. All right. I love you. Say it back.
I love you, Pickles.
Okay. Thank you. You left.
You did. You get Buzzy now.
Hey there.
Yellow. Are you a Trump supporter?
No, not at all. I just wanted to clear the record on the moon. You cannot see any hardware from Earth on the moon with any telescope.
Okay.
Hello?
Yellow.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
You a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Why do you like Trump?
Because I am John McCain's daughter.
Cool story.
What? Guys, if you're a real big alpha and you're a big super alpha man and you're a big boy and you have your shirt off in your profile picture and you want to debate, hop in the box. Hello?
Wow, did you take a look at that last guy? Did you take a look at him? He came up and he said he was John McCain's daughter, and McCain, frankly, was a loser. Let me tell you, a loser. And, well, what a great guy. That guy was waiting in the box for 3 hours. And he came up and he said one thing and he left. 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. He waited for 3 hours. You know, I can do a lot of things in 3 hours, but, you know, frankly, what I will tell you really quickly, it only takes about 3 seconds. Join the Discord. You have to join the Discord. Because if you don't, we might tax you. We might come to your house and send you taxes, literally sitting it on your kitchen counter. You're going to be taxed. You're going to be taxed to shit. And we love the community here. You've all been brilliant tonight. I just hopped in. You guys have been brilliant tonight. We love our people. You know, great people, brilliant people. Some say the best people. And please join the Discord. It's in his bio. You have to give him all of the donations in his Venmo and his PayPal. You have to. You have to do it. You know, I didn't say that. That wasn't me. I don't know who said that, but that wasn't me. I don't know. And God bless you. And we need to. Last time I came up here, I said we need to make America gooey again. I've changed it. We have to make America gushes again. All right. Thank you. God bless you.
Love it. Thank you. Ramen. Buzzy, are you here? We haven't heard from you. Has Buzzy been on my panel for 7 minutes sleeping? Uh-oh, that person didn't connect. All right, chat. Tap the screen while we get our next guest. Give us a sec.
Hey, Pickles.
What's up, Marlene?
Seen you for a while.
Yeah, I was on last night.
No, I know you've been around. I just haven't been. I'm just here to support AB healthcare rights. I'm here to support trans rights. I'm here to support anything that's related to healthcare. I'm a nurse, so I'm here to help you with whatever you need.
I appreciate you. I don't want to get too many guests on here. Can I
If
bring
you
you
need
up
to drop me, I understand.
Yeah. Okay, but we love you, Marlene.
Love you too, but Pickles.
All right.
Bye.
And Pickles, you can always drop me too if you want, just a one-on-one. I don't know how that works.
Like one coast is good, but yeah, like I secretly I get very flustered when I have too many people up here talking.
Oh, for sure. I don't like the Jerry Springer episode, but
Yeah.
it ultimately happens.
Good Trouble said he'll raid me in a bit. What? Dang, chat. Yellow? Someone help that dog. Give that dog a treat, chat. Can I pet that dog? We literally had a real dog join and talk. Yeah. Yellow? Hello? Mimi? Mimi.
You fell asleep.
Hola. Hello?
What's up, bro?
What's up, dude? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I am.
What do you like about Trump?
I like that he like dislikes all the transgender bullshit going on now.
What
Like
do you
all
mean?
like the Like the transgender bathrooms going into the schools and shit
Where are they doing that?
in Arizona.
They're putting new bathrooms in schools?
Yeah,
That's real.
it's
I
just
guess
horrible.
why is that so bad?
Because transgender shouldn't be like. I'm not saying they shouldn't exist, but shouldn't be like colliding with normal society,
What's
What do you
normal society?
where you just have boys and girls, men and women. That's like that's how it's always been.
It's not true.
It's always been like that.
Are you Christian?
Yeah, I am. Well, I'm Catholic.
Do you know what religion Jesus was?
He didn't have a religion, didn't he? Or he just believed in God.
He was Jewish.
No, he wasn't. He was born in
Yeah.
a Jew country.
What?
He was born in what is it? Bethlehem, wasn't he?
Bethlehem's a city.
Yeah, that's where he was born. Just cuz it's like a Jewish like area doesn't make him Jewish fully.
Yeah. I. Uh. Are you for
You know
real?
what I mean?
Are you
Yeah, I am.
you're not strong in your religion, are you?
I am.
That's
And we don't
right.
What
support
religion is that?
we don't Catholic. And we don't support like transgenders ruining the whole country. Same thing with
Ruining the whole
immigrants.
country. The
You
hell?
know.
What percent of people
Yeah,
do you think are transgender?
around like 4.
What?
It's still, I mean,
It's
it's
like
still ruining the country.
1%.
It's not 1%, man.
It's 1%,
Literally everyone's
dude.
transgender at this point.
Where do you see this?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Let's see.
Are you a strict person to your faith, sir?
Not strict, more like kind of loose,
0.6.
but
0.6.
0.6. Oh my god. Still, I mean, 1.6 million is a lot.
Bro. These like,
I
can you
mean,
even name a case of where like somebody's had a negative impact by a trans person in a restroom? Is there like a
what about the people
criminal?
raping? What about the people raping girls in the locker rooms
That's what I'm
that
talking
are
about. Is there a
transgender?
case of that
Yeah,
happening anywhere?
I think there was in like Oklahoma or something.
Okay, so
That's
like
what I remember.
one.
I mean, there's probably more. It's the same thing with
So
immigrants, like raping people outside the border.
if there was a certain type of person or like type of group of people that does a lot of child SA, do you think we should like do something about it?
I mean, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. What about the Catholic Church?
I mean, yeah, I agree with that too.
Okay, so where are you guys
Honestly,
calling that out? There's like 300,000 victims of that, but I don't know. You have like one victim of the trans community.
I mean, there's definitely more in the trans community, though.
There's definitely
Same thing
not.
with immigrants.
In fact,
Mostly when there's like millions of immigrants.
that's not true either.
I
So there were
mean,
29
just raping
murders last
people.
year from migrants. It's literally not even it's the smallest part of the murder statistic. There were 17,000 murders last year, 40,000 deaths from guns. And you're worried about like one transgender person in a bathroom and the 29 people murdered from migrants?
I mean, it's definitely more than 29 with migrants.
It's not,
And
actually. I'll show
I mean,
it
there's
right
also
now.
more like rapes, and I mean, there's a lot of cases of
They don't
like
account for even a
women being raped
small.
outside.
They're not even like an actual statistic. It's like like it's so small. It's so minuscule. They don't even have a representation in any of those statistics.
I mean, still like millions are coming in though, and it's just ruining the
And
whole country. I mean, it's ruining the whole country.
why do you think that? Like, what are they doing that's hurting us?
I mean, they like support our agriculture and stuff, but it gets to a point where you have to come in clean. You can't. There's like millions of
Okay,
like
I
immigrants that
get
come
that,
in
but
with
what are
criminal
they doing?
records.
How are they hurting us?
They're hurting. The way how they're hurting us
Yeah,
by just coming in. They're just flooding
that's
everything,
it.
like how you see in New York, where they're like most of the American people
Those are
are paying
legal
taxes for
migrants.
them.
Those are all legal migrants.
Yeah, legal migrants. I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like migrants who did the process. I'm talking about like the ones who just cross.
Yeah, those are legal though. The ones in New York, the people who get things from us, those are here legally.
There's more. I mean, some are illegal though.
No,
Still get
every
support.
single one of them are here legally that or get free because you don't have like imagine being a non-citizen like trying to hide from the government and going into a like tax office trying to receive food stamps and they ask you for your social security number. You're like, well, I don't have it. I don't have one. By the
I
way, I
mean,
just gave you my address.
they
Come
could have
refuse
done that
me.
before Biden though.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean? They could
No.
have done they were doing that before Trump got elected. They were placing all of the migrants in the red states. So once 4 years, oh, more voters, more blue voters
It's not true.
for benefits.
It's not true. That's not
It's
true.
definitely true, man.
Like a 3% increase of people is going to change
It's
the
more
vote.
than 3%. I mean, it's big when it's all the red states, and
No, it's not.
it's costing you electoral votes.
Like honestly, Texas would get more electoral votes if they just ran a census with all these new people, and they would have more red votes. Like it makes no sense what you're saying.
I mean, if they really wanted to, they could plant millions anywhere.
No,
And there's just,
dude, this is not
I mean,
you guys are thinking there's this huge conspiracy, and Trump has weaponized the border talking.
I mean, it's not
You guys just don't know much about the border at all. You guys are so scared. When I tell you the actual numbers of like, they help the economy, they do no crime.
I mean, they do help. Some do help the economy.
They help
like some help the economy, but
substantially. Huge.
They help the economy with agriculture and stuff.
No, they
but
help the economy.
I'm talking about like the rapists.
They help. They pay tax. They paid $97 billion in taxes last year. They do all sorts of job. Like we have 8 million open jobs, and if we deport all these people, we're gonna have even more open jobs. We have low unemployment.
Yeah,
we don't have anyone to work these jobs. We have 4% unemployment already. Who's gonna work all of these jobs?
But they do shitty jobs. They're from
a quarter of the
like
construction jobs, Mikey, a quarter of the construction jobs, a quarter of the houses
Mexican,
that are built are not, I wouldn't say that's from just Mexico, but it's from people who are here undocumented. So it's not just agricultural jobs. It's house cleaning jobs, it's service worker jobs, cooking jobs, construction jobs.
Yeah, but it gets to a point where they're all just flooding the country.
What does that mean? Like, no, it's not true. Like, here's the numbers. Here's the numbers of all of the people in our country right now. This is what our government.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like 20 million that came in this year.
Yeah, and that's not
20
true.
million
That's
in a year.
That's why people voted for Trump, because they have been lied to.
Yeah, because they want him out.
Yeah, so
I mean, they should at least take some out.
During Trump, we had 11.5 million people here undocumented. And then all the way to 2022, Biden, we're at 10.9. So we're obviously deporting people.
But why was Biden opening up the borders then?
We didn't open up the border. We were more strict than Trump.
Biden did open up the borders, and when Texas wanted to close them back up, he started threatening them.
That's not how Texas. You cannot regulate your own borders as a state. It is under the federal under the purview of the federal government to enforce the borders. You can't do it as a state. The Supreme Court ruled against Trump's Supreme Court ruled against Texas because they were trying to put barbed wire up. That was like stopping people from Border Patrol from doing their job.
Yeah, but it's also stopping them from. It's also not stopping them from crossing.
Like just as much as I can't go out there and protect the border myself, they can't do that.
I mean, under Trump, they will do that though.
It'll be against the law. They'll get sued by the ACLU.
I mean, it doesn't really matter when. Honestly, Trump should just have its own like monarchy at this point. It's that good. I mean,
you're scaring the fuck out of everybody, bro. That's so dumb. It's horrible.
Like honestly, it should be a monarchy of just Republican. Not even of just Trump, just Republican monarchy.
So only your side gets political power.
I mean, that's been happening for years though. I mean, it switches off. Like people just get bored.
It switches off because there's the opportunity to switch off. You're suggesting we change it.
People just get bored of one thing. I mean, we saw that with Biden. I mean, there's a reason Biden got voted out. and there's a
So
reason why they
what
didn't
do we do
hold
with the
the.
people you disagree with?
Let me show you the pattern I see with red presidents. All right, so we have Bush coming in, fucking up the deficit.
Yeah.
Clinton coming in, fixing it. Bush coming in, fucking it up again. Crashing the economy. Obama has to bail out all the banks. He reduces the deficit. Trump comes in and fucks it all up again. What are you guys going to do without us? You guys are so fucked. The deficit is so screwed. Trump spent more than any president in the last like few centuries.
Why did people vote him back then?
Because they didn't know. They don't know things.
Because
They
we
know
want to
about cats
change.
and dogs. They know about maybe a bunch of people getting murdered, which is not true, from migrants. They think this is some like huge crisis, and it turns out it's not. They like are great for our country. You guys are just mad and weird.
I mean, honestly, the Kamala thing, I think they should have held a primary at least for that.
Okay,
I
I'm
think they
talking
just
about
did
like
it. You know?
policy though, like things that are good. Like Trump Republican policy literally sucks.
Yeah.
Every part of the country that's like economically failure, it's Republican. All of these states that are red, they can't pay their own bills. These green states, these Democrat states, since they know how to do economics, they actually have money left over to keep these red states' lights on. And these states just keep saying, hey, let's keep lowering taxes, even though they can't pay for their own bills.
Yeah, but that's why he's putting up tariffs.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt, by the way. But
It's not. I
gonna
mean,
hurt.
he's doing it on Canada, and Canada just refused.
Yeah, and
I
they're
mean,
going to shut
there's
down
a
their
reason.
power.
Canada lives on the
Michigan.
USA.
And we live off.
You know what I mean?
Did you know that like 75% of our like energy comes from Canada?
I mean, but Canada was like they
So
need
they can
more from
just
us than
shut
we
our
need from
power
them.
off.
I mean, that would not happen. We
Well,
have Elon Musk
Why?
for that.
Why wouldn't they do
Why wouldn't
that?
they?
I mean, Trump would
Wouldn't
literally
you?
show them the sun if they tried doing anything like that.
You guys are
The only thing
warmongers.
the
I
only
mean,
thing that
it
changing
wouldn't
power
be
to
a
do
bad
is do
idea
tariffs.
to it wouldn't be a bad idea to have Canada as the 51st state.
How old are you, dude?
Mikey,
19.
I would absolutely take Canada as the 51st state. They're a progressive country, which means we get two additional
Yeah, that'd be
Democratic
good.
senators.
I
So
mean,
you like giving us two more additional Democratic senators? That's cool.
if it's better for the country, then yeah.
And you said you're 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean about the immigrants and shit. I mean, I'm not talking about most of them. I'm talking about the ones that are fucking up the country.
Which ones are that? The 29 people from last year out of the millions and millions, 29 of them.
But also the like millions of illegal immigrants that cross through
And
just flood the streets.
They're not. I live in Texas. I've never.
I mean,
What do they look
what
like?
about California though?
What do they look like?
I mean, just people from different countries.
Why does this? Why does
can't-
that hurt your feelings that they're here?
It doesn't hurt my feelings. It's just like they should be getting in
You're like, who are all
legally.
these people? Ooh, like what? Like I'm glad people.
mean-
I love living in the city. There's a bunch of people here. It's tight.
I mean, yeah, but it gets to a point where you want people to come in legally, not crossing
That's it.
the
You're just
easy
like
border
stuck
that
on the
Biden
legal
opened
thing.
up.
Are you just sit around all day like watching people? Like I wonder if that guy's legally here.
Honestly, no.
Why does it matter to you?
It's just moral. Like, honestly, dude, I'm just a Trump supporter for the shits and giggles. You know what I mean? Like,
Cool.
morally Democrat, but my heart says Republican. My brain says Democrat, but my heart says Republican. Honestly,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
I guess.
Yeah. All right, thanks, man.
Hey, don't forget,
Yeah,
you suck.
thanks, man. You too.
All right.
Hey, Pickles, I got to bounce. It's good. Nice meeting you, man.
You too,
We should do
man.
this more often.
Yeah, you're welcome back.
Keep
Anytime.
fighting a good fight. You take it. You want to drop me?
Yeah, I got you. All right. Yeah, have a good night, man. We'll see you soon.
Take care. Thanks a lot.
Yellow. Spock,
Hey,
what's up, man?
how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, y'all talked about much. Yeah. God dang, I can't even remember who all I wanted to rebut. But anyway, like I said, Trump got in because of misinformation. Period. The people did not know what they were voting for. Um, it's sad, and the ones that did know, I know what I think about them. But it's basically, like I said, they voted out of fear, not out of knowledge. He used, pumped up propaganda, and that's how Germany fell, propaganda, and they don't seem to want to believe that. But every great civilization fell, and the United States is headed that direction right now. Rome fell, Germany fell. The U.S. can fall too, and I don't know why they don't think it can happen.
Well,
Came on here. They was talking about the budget and caring about the people and the homeless and the healthcare. This country does not give a darn about its citizens. 75 to 80% of the U.S. taxes collected goes directly to defense fund,
yeah,
and
I
they
agree.
they
Hey,
never argue that. They never complain about how much is going to the defense fund. $1 trillion. They take 1/10 of that and feed and house every person.
okay. All right, chat. If you're friendly, my mods will boot you. Guys, I love you. If you're on my side, I love you. Please don't come up. What's up, Story?
Yep, I was just getting ready to say that. Chat, let's get Pickles at 350. I know you guys want to come up and debate and have Pickles back. Pickles got it. Please drop out the guest box. If he wants a female to come up, he'll call for one of us to come up. If he wants someone to debate the trans issues, he will request for someone to come up. Do not request, please, please, please. We love you. We thank you for your support. All right, let's get the tap in and let's get the next guest in the box. Have a good night. I'll be in the chats.
Thank you, Story.
You're welcome. Bye.
Pickles, you want me, but you can't. Hello? Why are you debating it's over we lost? I will be here every day. Up MAGA's little butts. I'm gonna be here like a fucking Bernie Sanders, Jack Skellington. I don't know. Someone called me skinny earlier. It stuck with me. But I'm gonna be here, chat. Like hemorrhoids. Jack Skellington and burning mittens. Dang, that would be dope. That would be dope. That would be dope. With the legs crossed in the chair? Hell yeah. Preparation H. What's up,
Am
Chris?
I okay here?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So where did we leave off? Just kidding. I hope that nobody called me names while I was gone.
We did. We talked
I'm
cash
sure
shit
they
about
did.
you, dude. We're talking cash shit about you.
That's all right. So I appreciated the lady that talked for me afterwards. She was good. Do you not appreciate my liar, liar, liar? For the record, everybody, I did say in the comments, he's a liar over and over and over
That
again.
I am?
Yeah, over and over and over. I just
About
said
what?
liar. He's a liar. I just said he's a liar.
About what?
About me being a jerk? About me being a jerk? Being stupid? I'm not stupid.
I didn't call you stupid.
Well, you agreed with the guy who did.
Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Oh,
don't say stupid things.
Hey, there's a Democrat. Hey, stupid is as it's a relative, okay? And yes, I do drink. Yeah, I seen you drinking the whole time here. Okay?
Me?
Who's drinking? Were you drinking Pepsi?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll go with Pepsi.
I'll be a year sober next month.
Okay. Cool. Hey, I didn't mean to laugh about that. To be on,
Better not.
if you're serious, are you serious?
Yeah, serious.
Serious? A year sober next month?
Yeah, I from alcohol. Yeah.
Just from alcohol, not weed.
No, yeah, I still partake in ganj.
Okay. All right. Well, if you are legitimate in saying that you are a year sober with drinking alcohol, then I give you props. If you're lying about it, which I don't know.
Hey, no, Scout's honor.
All right. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. How old are you?
How old do I look?
I would ask you the same question, but I would give you, seeing how the closer, let me get a little close up. See do a little profile.
Ooh, okay.
Just one small profile.
One
There
of
we
these.
go. Okay, so we got a tat. Okay.
All right.
35.
Yeah. I'm 36.
Oh my God. Are you
36.
kidding me? Okay, all right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say, hey, do me. But no. I'm 39.
Amy, hello? Amy, are you operating machinery?
I hear something. Hey, what is the little... Oh, she's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Hey, what does the 32 next to my name mean?
This?
Yeah, I see 32. What does that mean?
I don't see a 32 anywhere.
On me, there's a little... so on my screen, there's a little box that's blue, and every time I talk, it lights up blue. And then...
Oh, what does 32 mean?
Yeah.
32 means you got 32 coins, which is probably about, I think it's like 3 cents.
Okay. I was like, okay, who cares? Cool. All right. Like I said, first time.
Yeah.
So, there are a lot of things that I disagree about Trump with. And and to be honest, I'm a Trump supporter, but I haven't voted. I've only voted one time in my life, and it was for Al Gore. So, to be honest, I have not voted for Trump at all.
God damn it.
And that's
Chris.
because I live in Washington, okay? It's not going to make a difference here.
Chris, this is not a good way to start a relationship.
Okay.
You can't come out with
I
like saying you have a kid on the third date. All right, you've been up here 3 times.
It's all right.
And you're not a voter?
How could I be? I'm a little scared to be. Is there anybody out there that's scared to be a voter if they're a felon? Oh, Sam. Just kidding.
All right. Okay.
Very old felon. So like I said, back when I was like 18, I'm 39. When I was 18, I wasn't allowed to vote. But apparently that changed, right? That all changed? Still scared to vote. Don't rub your eyes, man. Don't do that.
I don't get paid enough for this, dude.
Do you get paid?
A little bit.
That's okay. That's good. Probably more than me. I'm assistant manager at Chevron.
You're killing it. You're killing it, though.
Hey, I wish you could see my face the way that I see yours. Hey, and to shout out to all the voters or all the watchers out there. I wish they could see my face too. Just joking.
Chad, if you're a MAGA and you want to debate, hop in the box.
All right, MAGA, jump with me if you are in favor of. Let's jump where we left off. If the last 4 years of your life were not as good as the 4 years prior, raise your hand and say, hey, I want to talk. right? Is that what you would say?
No, I don't say that. Of course, the
Oh.
4 years after COVID suck.
Oh, that's where we left off. The girl after me, she was like, "Oh, he was right. He was right." And yeah, I totally took advantage. Everybody in Washington State took advantage of that. Everybody. It's like you get not only do you get whatever you were working half pay for doing nothing, just sign up and say, "Hey, it's cool." And you get half pay. You also get to sign up for COVID pay, right? So not only did you get COVID pay, you also got your work pay, right? That you weren't allowed, quote unquote, to go to. So you're unemployed at that point. So you got paid for your job. And if you're unemployed, you also got paid for being unemployed. Yeah, that's Washington State for you.
Chat, this is my nightmare.
Yeah. It's not good. I mean, it's fun. I like the debate, and I'll tell you the truth. But please, out of just human decency, please don't make fun of me for drinking 3 shots tonight. Please,
No, you're good.
please.
You're good. I don't get. No, I mean, you're fine. You're fine.
I got jokes. I don't have any political jokes with me right now, though.
Okay.
How's the? Do we have anybody that wants to talk?
Wild thoughts?
No.
I
Let's
was
not do
not
wild thoughts.
expecting. I was trying to think of something because usually I just come up
All
here
right,
and like yap for a sec.
I'll let you cook for a sec. I'll let you cook. Come
I
back up.
thought that wild thoughts
Come back
was
correct.
I thought that wild thoughts was like a thing, not a person. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. My laugh sounds probably stupid. Watch this. Better?
What is going on? Guys.
I don't know what to say. Thank you again for letting me talk on a live channel. I think it's pretty cool. Never done before.
I got a couple impressions that I could make, like if it was good, huh?
Okay, I'll just be quiet for like 10 seconds.
All right, Chris, I love you. Come back some other time. We need a wild thought. We need a palate cleanser right now, guys.
All right, pickles, really quick. Can I see your ferret?
Oh fuck, no, I can't find my. I have to squeak the toy to find her. And
Oh
Daisy's
no,
sleeping.
yeah, you're fine. I was trying to think of something goofy that wouldn't get you like taken down or anything, but I don't have it in me today. So,
Well,
but yeah, you have a great night.
You too. Come do better. Do better at Wild Thoughts. We rely on you for this stuff. And this is what we get? Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, hell no. I just want to talk to the last guy that was a Trump supporter, but unfortunately he's gone.
He's a little sauce.
Because all the shit he said, I guess that was only a Washington State thing. Because none of that happened in North Carolina.
Yeah.
You couldn't file unemployment, get paid from your job, and collect all this extra money during COVID. It was one or the other. Either your job closed and you collected unemployment, or they sent you home and they paid you while you were home. That was it. Or you didn't get paid at all. So I don't know where he got all this bullshit from. What's up, cutie?
There's Mrs. Ferret.
My next door neighbor in college had a ferret, and we were just like best friends. And I actually cried when he graduated before I did.
Aw.
Yeah, because he would actually let him loose, and we would like keep our doors open because we stayed like right next to each other. And he would run out of his apartment into mine, run around my apartment, and then go back home.
Well, I love you. Thank you for being a friendly. Thanks for coming up. I'm going to keep moving on. I'm going to get to opposition, man. But
Yeah, I understand, dude,
it,
and trust me, all these motherfuckers. And I hate to say, I didn't mean to curse, but all these Trump supporters, they just shoot shit out of their ass. And unfortunately, I love watching you, but I get fed up and I put shit in the comments, and it's just like, dude, when you come up with facts, then you can actually have a debate. But when you come up with random just bullshit that you hear on Fox or True Social that's not substantial, you don't have a leg to stand on.
it's true. It's true.
And the only reason Trump won because our country is misogynistic and racist. I hate to say it.
Hey, we love you. One of my mods booted you. I'm chat. I just turned on sub only chat. So if you are a bub, if you're a part of the bubs, you can chat. If you're not a bub, can't chat. Sorry. Do they smell? Her ferrets sort of smell. You can get them descented. She doesn't smell. She's a sweetie. Yeah, the ferret just runs around the house. She gets to my feet when I'm sleeping, and it's fucking crazy. Hello?
How you doing?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm over here to gain notoriety. I am announcing my run for NC U.S. Senate to take over Tom Tillis, the Republican seat in 2026. Can I count on your vote?
I'm sorry. Say that again. You said it really fast.
I am announcing my candidacy for to take the seat of Tom Tillis for the 2026 NC Senate seat from the Republican Tom Tillis. Can I count on your vote?
I don't know. Send me a brochure, bro. Send me some
Got
stuff.
you. We are going to be we are going to take back the Senate, the Democratic Senate. We're going to take back the Senate from the Republicans in 2026, and I'll be a part of it. I will be actively representing the needs and the feelings of the North Carolina people.
Love
I'll
that.
be one for the people.
Love to hear
Can I
that.
count on your vote?
Hey,
Can I have your
I'm not a
endorsement?
North Carolinian, but is that how
Can
you
I
say
have
it?
your endorsement?
I've got. You should, if I read your policy, I'll endorse you. All right.
I got you. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm playing. I'm not even 30. I'm not even 30. I can't even run.
Get out of here, dude. Get out of
My
town,
bad.
Chris. Shame on you. Go on, get. Um, Elena, thank you so much for 3 months renewal, and CPM, thank you for the sub, and someone else did it. Thank you, whoever else it is. I'm so much scrolling. Thank you guys. Chris and Mikey, guys, no double and triple dipping. It's disgusting. It's honestly disgusting. It's selfish. Yellow?
Hello.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Hello. I'm not. I know you don't like friendlies, and I won't take long. I've been listening, and I really kind of need to give my opinion on what I've been hearing. I mean, honestly, I just think this whole conversation that back to back what you've been having, I really think it just illustrates
All right, guys. I'm sorry. Guys, if you're friendly and you hop in here, my mods will boot you. I swear to gosh, it wasn't me. I love you all so much. I've been kicking people who are friendly all night. If I let someone else speak and treated them special, I would get unalived. Yellow?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Are you a Trump supporter? Painted Nebula, Josh Bacon, thank you guys for the subs. Guys, we are going to be making a transition over to YouTube and Twitch. If this TikTok ban goes through, go to my profile. It's right here. Go to my profile, click on my link tree, and follow me on YouTube and Twitch. It's right here. I've got I've got all of my past lives on there, so you'll be able to watch my debates after the fact. And Twitch, if you guys have a Amazon Prime account and you want to support, you can get a free month subscription every month by using your already existing subscription for Amazon to support your favorite creator. It's pretty easy to do if you go sign up. It's pretty easy. And then we also have a Discord. Come hang out in our Discord. We're the coolest Discord around. We're 1,500 people strong. How many people do we got now? Where is it? It's always moving. Server settings. They changed it. Is it the same Discord? No, it's a new Discord, Bacon. It's in here. It's a new Discord. Hello?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good. What's up? Have we talked?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, for the most part. But I do have my grievances.
Okay. What do you like about Trump?
I like his rhetoric. I like his rhetoric when it comes to immigration. Mainly immigration, but I don't think he's actually gonna like act on the rhetoric, you know? I don't think he's gonna do mass deportations. As much as I would like him to do that. I don't think he will.
Here's what I'll say about his rhetoric, man. He says a lot of untrue things that cause our society to do harmful stuff. So I always bring up the fact he says that 63,000 people have been murdered by migrants since, I forget what he said, like the Civil War or the Cold War. And like that women are having abortions weeks and weeks after birth. But these things are causing domestic terrorism. So domestic terrorism has spiked ever since Trump has said these kinds of things. Like the first thing he said was like Obama's Kenyan, and that like they're not bringing their best and all these things. White supremacist groups felt so emboldened by this. And if you listen to any of these people debate liberals on their lives, when we were actually dig into the minutia of like the problem at the border, no one's really able to articulate what's going on, like what law changed, like what should we do to fix the border. Nothing like that. It's more or less like they're horrible people. Let's mass deport them. Like there's no
Well,
pragmatic answer here.
you at least can see that there's been a problem with the administering the border, right?
No.
Like we've had no?
No.
Really? You don't concede why?
Because if we actually just look at
I mean, how many people are crossing per day? Isn't it like
it's back down to where Trump was.
Yeah, but Trump's not good with that either, I know.
But these are the
It's
numbers.
still a
So
problem.
like you guys always point out like how many people came, right? So 1.3 million versus 5 million. We can't control how many
Yep.
people come, but we catch all of these people. Every single one of these people on this encounter list, they're caught. They're background checked. If they want to come through, they have to be able to come through. And Biden said 50% are being sent back. Trump said 47%. So Biden, like, we're enforcing the border. Like the numbers, the data shows, like, and it even more so than Trump.
right? Didn't Obama have more deportations than Trump?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Because he
mean,
had 8 years.
yeah. Also, COVID probably played a role.
Yeah.
But I do like. I think Trump has good foreign policy. I think the foreign policy would be good.
So far, he's announced that we're going to do tariffs, and every one of our neighbors are in arms, telling us that they're going to shut off our power in Canada, telling us in Mexico they're just going to like sink our economy. Like they can do like we are their biggest trading partners. Like none of us are poised to do tariffs. In fact, Trump did make this an agreement called the USMCA agreement. It was a trade
Mhm.
agreement with all these countries, and now he's going back on it. Like he's breaking this agreement by trying to say tariffs. China
Yeah, but you saw the
has already banned the export of like precious minerals for us to create like computer chips, like the ones that go in our rockets and shit, like things national security. Trump's rhetoric alone has caused them to ban it this week.
Can we get those from Taiwan? The computer chips?
No, we get computer chips from Taiwan, but we need the raw materials to make our own chips.
Yeah, domestically, but it predominantly comes from Taiwan, right?
Not the raw material.
The chips themselves, like they know how to make them.
Yeah,
We
that's why China is eyeballing Taiwan. They want to take Taiwan.
yeah, it's yeah, all other reasons too, but it's a very strategic position.
Yeah.
But and we're kind of like encircling them with like Taiwan.
Foreign leaders mock Trump. Like he was laughed at various
Well,
things. Like
you saw, yeah, you saw Notre Dame. You went to Notre Dame, the reopening, and everybody was kissing the boot. You know,
they're scared of what he'll do because he's insane, but he's also remarkably dumb.
well, half the country voted for him. So
That doesn't mean anything. I mean, he's still dumb.
well, it's relative, right?
Not
For
really.
one, for
Like
you, he's dumb.
like a lot of the country elected Hitler. Was he good?
Okay, this is gonna be. I don't know if can we talk about Hitler here.
Sure.
I mean, sure, Hitler had. Okay, this is gonna be very. It's gonna trigger a lot of people, but he did do good things. Like there were good things with Hitler. Like
Okay.
he unemployment went away, Great Depression, like they rebounded from that. They
No.
built the Autobahn, all this stuff. So that was good shit. But the rest I disavow. You know, fuck Hitler.
Do you know that
Remember
Hitler lied about the crime rate statistics of Jews?
of Jews?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Did they commit crime back? I don't.
He said that they were
I don't know.
committing crime and that they were causing spikes of crime, just like Trump saying with migrants. Even though we have no data for it, there was like 29
Wasn't
deaths
aware of
last
that.
year. Did you know
Yeah, I
that
didn't.
that Hitler also blamed the state of the economy on the Jews?
Yeah, of course.
Did you know that that's what
Disavow.
Trump's doing as well with migrants, even though they have nothing but good, like they contribute to our economy in every conceivable way?
Do they? I mean, are they? Is it high skill labor or is it just low skill labor? Is that? Or I guess low skill labor
Do we
can
need more? Like, do we
help the
need?
economy.
Do you want more low skill labor jobs in this country? You like want more, or we have 8 million like open jobs right now, but you want us to divert to other low skill labor jobs? You want those for Americans or?
Well, I think the main reason is because we have like we're having a problem with like having kids, like like the population's not replenishing, so we got to bring in more people.
I
I think
think
that's part of it,
that's
right?
a good reason to like have a policy that allows some people to come. There's countries that are starving for migration, begging. They run ad campaigns to get people to come to their country. They'll pay. There's countries right now that are offering $1 houses if U.S. citizens want to move there.
Right. I mean, what about Japan? Japan has a problem. They're a very homogenous society. I mean, should they accept people, in your opinion? Will that
It'd probably
benefit
be
their
beneficial. It'd probably be culturally rough for them. But like we don't have that issue. Like we still have some of that lingering, but we're a melting pot. America's not. There's no.
Well, it's always been predominantly of European descent, right?
I guess
Uh,
depending on the time periods you're talking about.
Well, 1970, like how white was the country was like definitely over 80%,
But
right?
why does it matter though?
I'm just stating that. Just saying. I mean, do you want to become a minority in your country? You don't value that,
I
right?
don't care at all. Not even a
Don't
little
care.
bit.
Okay, we differ ideologically on that. I don't I don't think I don't want to be the minority in my own
Do
country.
you think that will ever happen in your lifetime?
Um Probably not, but it's pretty radical. Like the change is pretty apparent. You can see it happening. Like I notice it for sure.
The whole like 3% increase in migrants coming over. You felt
Well,
that?
mainly in metropolitan areas. Like I live near DC, and I notice it. Like there's an area that 10 years ago was like predominantly white, and now it's like predominantly El Salvadorian because of recent influx of immigration. You know, good or bad, it's changing. So it it's whatever. I guess it's a value thing.
I don't know where you're going with this, bro. Like I love being able to walk downstairs and like eat sushi and then Mexican food and then Italian food and then Mediterranean food in like the same 100 feet. Like I can go downstairs. That's so sick. I
No,
don't
I know
cry
this
about
is a
that.
yeah. I know this is a taboo topic, but I value like I feel like a homogenous society would like work better. I feel like there'd be more higher like what do you call it? Like social trust. I don't know.
Sure. How do we get there?
You can't. It's irreversible. It's just how it is. I think you gotta do like the civic nationalist thing where like, oh, we're all American. I think that's probably what we would have to do because we're already like, we already have a lot of people. So
I literally, I like
very
my
diverse.
girlfriend does not have the same skin tone as me. Like I don't care. In fact, her family's from Mexico.
Yeah, it's fine. I know.
I'm
It's
I'm
great.
sorry to break your heart about that one.
I'm half Hispanic.
What
I'm
the
half white,
fuck
half
are you
Hispanic.
talking about then?
Because okay, here's my argument. What makes up a country? The people, right? When you replace the people with people from a foreign country, you fundamentally change the country
You're
itself in
saying they're
which they
flooding the
come.
country. I don't know how else
Yeah.
to say this. Like, look, here's a map of the U.S. All right.
I mean, do you
Here's a map of the
dispute that?
U.S. Here is
No.
here's the 11 million people. Here's about 3%. Boom. This is not an invasion. If that's a representation of about 11%. There you go. That's the invasion you're worried about. You're up in
It's in
arms. You're ready.
metropolitan areas, like cities. That's
No, no,
where they
no.
all gravitate
I,
towards.
I don't care. Okay, so you're talking about the tiniest specks. It would be spread out like this. Something you can't further, like barely ever know. You would never, ever,
Yeah,
ever feel it.
not based off of like
I just
geographics. I mean by population,
Okay, then here
like
you go.
the number of people.
So the number of people we have estimated in the country is about 10.9 million people, which is less than what we had during Trump years.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
We have
Okay,
fewer undocumented migrants. If the trend continues the same way, we'll have fewer than Trump did in his years. Like already, before he starts deporting people, we have fewer people than what he did. Fewer undocumented migrants present in the country.
Yeah, I agree. Trump was not very good with that. I wish he would have done
So
better.
you're saying that these cities are flooded, and I'm showing you data. We're literally low on migrants. We're like short from where Trump was.
You're saying they're not flooded based off of these numbers.
Correct.
I don't know. Where'd you get? What's the source?
This is from the Department of Homeland Security.gov.
Yeah, I don't have. I mean,
This came out
what does
July
that?
this year.
So what does that indicate? Like
This
there
indicates the
is.
population, unauthorized immigrant population by entry of by
Mhm.
period of entry. So this is like doing
But
all of
these
the
are
math
people
of
we
like
track,
people being
right?
deported, people coming in, like so they have departure or what is it called? Non-confirmed departures. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
break it down. They keep
But
track of all of this. This is the current number, but Trump somehow fooled everybody that we've been invaded.
well, we have, but this doesn't take into account like people who aren't being like people who just crossed and we don't like know that they're here,
So
right? There's probably
you're
a
talking about
lot of
gotaways. So the estimated
yeah, yeah.
gotaways total from this administration's like 1.5 million people.
Okay. I mean, bro, I don't have the number. Like, I'm not. I can't debate with you about numbers because I'm not informed. We can talk about like ideological things, but like data, like I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like I don't know, dude. It's like okay, let me read this. I'm gonna read. Here we go, bro. 2019, 2020, 2022.
I think you're starting backwards. Like someone in chat just said, like data should drive your opinion. You shouldn't be looking for things that like verify your bias. Like,
I agree with that, but uh, okay, so no invasion happening according to this. Like, there's no like it's. You're saying it's over exaggerated,
yes, by far, yeah, big time.
and we need more people.
Yeah. Like if we could have a fast way to just sign people up for citizenship that's like took like 6 months or something, and everybody just came in like that, that'd be tight.
Yeah, I just ideologically we're the opposite.
So what do you not like about that besides people breeding?
um, Again, if you when you have like we're like these people are coming from India, like they're Asian, Chinese, whatever. They're have different cultures, different customs, different traditions, whatever, yada yada yada. They're so like the more you bring in, the more it changes the country fundamentally, like from what it was prior. Because what makes up a nation? The people. And when you bring people from other like cultures, it just changes it, good or bad. I'm just stating that. I'm opposed to
Why do you
that
want it to just
because
stay
I'm
the
a
way it is? Like the way it is not that great. Like
well,
we
I'm a
came from slavery. I'm so super stoked we're not doing that still.
yeah,
And
I
like
agree. I'm glad the North won. It's
yeah,
good.
I like and then we did a whole bunch of heinous act like there's nothing to be proud of. We're all like we just have like different like levels of melanin in our skin
Wait,
and like
nothing to
different
be proud of.
traditions. I don't think it's that big of a deal. In fact, it's like cool because like we're a big melting pot. But like there's actual proof that doing this makes our culture stronger. So if we have people, we import some like great minds like that do things like invent Wi-Fi and fucking the atomic bomb. I think it's a pretty good idea to like let people migrate here and like test out their ideas and bounce theirs off of ours.
Yeah, I mean, the people who are coming over aren't like of the highest caliber. Maybe their kids will be smart. You can make that argument. A lot of their kids are smart. Like Indians have smart kids, bro. Like a lot of them are in my comp sci. Smart, but it's like I'm a conservative. I want to conserve. That's the whole premise. Conserve, right? It's just an
I mean, I get it, but like
ideologically we're
I think you're
different.
just like sticking to saying I'm a conservative, therefore I must conserve, but there's no real reason
No,
to.
I want to preface that doesn't mean I'm immune to change. Like like societies change. I'm opposed to like drastic change. And from what I'm seeing, this is like super drastic. It's crazy.
What kind of change
And
did we implement that was too drastic?
I know you have your numbers and shit, but it's the immigration, bro.
We didn't do
It's
like
insane.
we have the same border laws that Trump did his first 3 years of presidency. Like
I know.
literally the exact same.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm not like a Trump supporter. The reason I voted for him is because he's like the lesser of the two evils. I think he's gonna administer the country better than Kamala overall. I don't like.
Bro, he's already putting people in office that are like super bad.
I
Like
know Marco Rubio.
15 billionaires so far.
I agree.
So why
Okay.
is he good again?
Because compared to Kamala, I think he's superior for sure. I think he's still bad though. Don't get me wrong.
A woman with
Like Marco,
27 years of experience, who is a lawyer, who is a prosecutor, like.
but like, bro, let's go over like his cabinet picks. So for Secretary of State, you have Marco Rubio. That guy's a neocon piece of shit. I agree. Terrible. Like, who else? Hegseth for what was it?
Department of Defense.
Yeah, DoD. Yeah, that guy's I don't know
He's
what
a
your
rapist and a drunk and a Fox TV host. Nothing
Okay.
else. Nothing else.
Yeah, but
Let's talk about Pam
I talk in
Bondi.
policy wise. No, hold on, policy. He's a Zionist. I'm anti-Israel. Okay, I don't know what
sure.
your position is.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, all these people are Zionists. Okay, and they're.
All right.
What else? Pam Bondi. She's sucks. Matt Gaetz.
Horrible.
Yeah, well, obviously you're gonna say that.
He's good at pissing people off, so maybe people like it, but he's not. He's smart, but he's not good at what he does. He's a jerk. He's a slimy piece of shit.
You could say that about Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden's not in office.
No, I know. I'm just saying. No, yeah, he is smart though. Matt Gaetz is a smart guy.
Yeah,
he did allegedly.
He's
Slept with a 17-year-old though, so it's problematic.
He so did.
I agree. I think he got set up though. Like, be for real.
Dude, no, it was like a regular thing. His friend Joel Greenberg is doing 11 years in prison for him.
Yeah.
Now.
He got set up. That's what I think.
Come on.
You don't think they set people up with that shit, especially like politicians? Bro, come on, bro.
Dude, okay, set up. If you're a politician and someone's like, "Hey, you want to go fuck this girl and take drugs?"
Yes.
That's what you're doing.
Okay, drugs. I don't know about the
married?
drugs. What do you think Epstein was? Epstein was that's a whole fiasco. Bill Clinton went there like 7 times.
Ooh, Trump was like his bestie.
Did he go to the island?
No,
I don't think
he didn't
so.
have to. Trump had. Did you know Epstein actually got a girl from Trump's Mar-a-Lago? He was fishing women out of his Mar-a-Lago.
Okay, I'm not defending Trump. He knew, the guy knew everybody. Epstein, he knew Clinton.
There's more
he knew
pictures
Trump,
of him and Epstein than Epstein has of like anybody else.
Is that even true?
Yes,
or are you just saying
that's
that?
actually true.
I've never heard that. Never heard. I've seen like one photo with, of the two.
No, there's like 300 of them.
300?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't believe that.
He won't even he wishes last time he was given an opportunity to talk about Ghislaine Maxwell, he's like, I wish her well. That's weird. So if she did what she did, wouldn't you want her to fucking like?
You know who Ghislaine Maxwell's parents were? Her father. She was like her dad was like a MI6 guy or some shit. I want to say. Don't quote me on that. Let me look that up. Like all these people rolling it's crazy, bro. Probably worked for Mossad.
Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's that one photo, dude.
Huh?
Wait, what are you counting? Okay, let me count with you. 1.
1.
That's
2.
the same event. The same.
Okay.
No,
1, 2.
You can't do that.
He's different age right here. He's different suit. 1, 2.
Oh no, you're right. I missaw it. No, wait.
Even
Epstein has the same suit, but he has a different
he's
one.
always wearing the same suit. He's got a capsule closet.
Yeah.
3-4, different tie, pink. That might be the
Yeah.
same occasion. Trump also no, that's two different pink ties. What a bitch. 6,
Yeah. I mean, listen, bro. I'm not like I'm
7,
not gonna stump for Trump.
8. That's the same one. 9. Ooh, that's unsettling actually.
How about Clinton?
Okay, Clinton's not running. Clinton
Okay,
sucks.
at least be more.
He's got baggage too. Did someone just get? I was just banned for everybody on Twitch and YouTube. Banned. I got an appeal. I won the appeal. I won the appeal, chat. Yay. Guys, I think it's a good time to end live. Maybe I'll go hop in with um I'll hop in with someone else who's live. Oh, I went on your stream before I said Island Guy. Oh, okay. It's 199 known photos. Wow, it's 199 known photos, by the way, for the fact checkers out there. I wasn't too far off. I was actually scared about that. 199. I guess 300. Not bad, not bad. Need to have a disclaimer box on screen saying it's for educational entertainment purposes only. Maybe Parker got banned for the same reason. Ugh. You can't say, yeah, okay. Okay. Still 1-1. All right, guys. Chat. Good night. Love you guys.